What's up and welcome back to Naptime Builder. Alright, look y'all, we done got pulled off my 55 project for way too long now. We're getting back started on it. We gotta do that passenger door, inner and outer lower door patches. And today we're gonna start tearing that mug down. I feel like the tear down takes longer than the putting it back together, but you know, I mean, she's covered in dust. That's terrible. But today we're tearing that door off, tearing her down. I gotta get out the saw horses and start stripping this thing down. See how much further we can get. Daddy, I would have started a little bit earlier, but Daddy stopped by. And this used to be his truck. Well, as in most of my vehicles that I bought from him. But he come by to see the progress on it. He's pretty excited about it. So now it's time for us to get back excited about it and start back to work. Glad y'all stopped by. Keep watching. Hit that like button. Help your boy out. I need some help, all right? Let's get to work. right, so here's what we got. She's off. Rusty and crusty, everything is. Got her over here. Okay. Bottom of this one is actually on the driver door. It was the outer panel that was rusted all the way through. The inner panel was actually the better one on that one. But honestly, it looks like if we wanted to, we could probably just do it across through there instead of all the way up here like we had to do on the other one. So, I mean, there's no point in using the whole panel if you don't have to. We could sand that down and get that rust off of that and not have to go all the way up there, like I said. And on the outer panel, see if we can get this thing turn right. On the outer panel, we wouldn't have to go as high on it either. This one's not as bad as the other one was. The other one was completely terrible. Which this looks terrible, don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. But let's start stripping all the handles, all the hardware, the windows out of it, all that mess. All right, well, you gotta love unplanned power outages. Apparently, around me here, ain't got no power. She just all cut off. I was using drills and screwdrivers and stuff to get all these screws and bolts and stuff out. I'm down to these last two here that don't want to come out. I was fixing to have to cut them. Power went off. I don't have a battery operated angle grinder. Apparently I need to get one for times like this. But that and cutting them handles and stuff off, and we could strip all this crap out of this door. So I was right there. It was right there.
A few moments later.
All right, y'all, good news. About 30, 45 minutes later, the power came back on, and I was able to go through and get this old door seal off, cut the rest of the mess off, all the window, vent window, regulators, all that rusted up garbage. And here's what we got. A pile of mess. Vent window, regular window. Look like somebody had done replace that with like some plexiglass. You know, window regulator, tracks. There's the door latching mechanism, what you call it. I got new ones ordered of these. I will have to find the rest of the parts and all that stuff. It's a little hard to find parts sometimes. A little screwdriver and something. That's a thing I'm building for my wife for her laser engraver. Her cover now don't keep the fume or the smell and everything trapped in as well. Here's what she got. She just a bare shell. We do have to get the door handles off the outside. I think that should be it. All right, now we got that out too. So, oh man, now I guess it's time to start stripping some paint off this bad boy. Wait a minute. That's weird. Is that weird? Is it weird that the passenger side had a key lock? Where'd it go? The passenger side had a key lock, but the driver's side did not? Was it? All right, I'm a little lost. It's been a little while since I did the driver door. Did it have a key lock or not? That just threw me for a loop. I just realized I was working on the passenger side and it had a key lock, but as you can see, that big hole right there is for the door handle. How weird. Oh well. So, I guess we're gonna try out a new tool today and see if she works. This is the only pad that I have for it. Hopefully it is the right one. So it's big bad mama jamma. We're gonna see if that works. Ooh, be easy. We're gonna see if that works on the stripping this door down. Hopefully it's a little bit more gentle on the metal, but rough on the paint. Cause I've been using an angle grinder with the sanding disc, and you know, if you ain't careful, you can get some metal with that, you know, make some ridges and stuff. All right, y'all, the verdict is in. I love that new tool. But, oh, well, no, before I get to the but, I just used it and done the whole inner door. And, you know, I got the whole top and around the sides of the outer door. Bad thing is, this thing being so big, it's only, like, it's not as good at getting in them small areas. So I will have to go back with a sanding disc and my angle grinder in areas to get in there better. But for the most part, getting the bigger areas, this thing is amazing. And it's not scarring up my metal like the angle grinder will. Another thing, you see how much smaller that dadgum pad is? That's ridiculous. Look, there ain't much left on there. I start hearing them, I'm like, uh-oh. I picked it up, and yeah, she's wearing down. That's why we're only around the outside, because it's not big enough to not get the frame of the tool into the door now. Well, y'all, the alarm just went off, and I just got done stripping the paint off the door here. I guess not too bad for the first day back on the 55. Door's off, all the hardware's out, windows out, all the paint is off. I guess tomorrow we'll start looking into some patch panels. See y'all then. I gotta go clean up. All right, what's up, y'all? We back again. I've been putting up some banners. Wife got me for Valentine's Day. Look at that F100 Classic over there to match my 55. And since I got 1,400 dadgum Fords, we just went ahead with the Ford Racing. And then I bought this one right here to go along with it. Old 72 up there, you know, for my 72s. You know, mine don't look that good, but maybe one day. Also, I forgot to show you something yesterday. Oh man, I'm shaking. But I forgot to show you something yesterday. I did have a couple more parts come in for the old truck here. And, you know, she looks a little bare down there, right? And if y'all watch some of the other videos on the truck, you seen the factory ones, and they was horrible. So, we got some of these right here. Look at that. Boy, that's pretty. Let me show you, but they're sitting on there. How about that? All right, she ain't like bolted up or nothing. She's just sitting on there, but boy, it makes it look so much better. Just you know, you just gotta see it for yourself, okay? Look at here. Just look at here. Woo, girl. Look, it fills in all that. That right there. Oh yeah, don't forget. Look, the front's sitting on flats, and she's still a lot higher. That Crown Vic front end'll change that for us. She'll probably have a little bit of a rake when we're doing. That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm glad I found them. No, I got them from Amazon, okay? Sorry, I couldn't pay LMC prices on that. LMC trucks wanted like $400 and something, and they looked identical in the pictures to me, okay? But I think those is like $2 something. I've looked at both of them. I've set both of them on the truck. I think they look great, so I feel like it's money well spent. Plus, some other ones was rusty and crusty, and somebody, I don't know, looked like they straight up beat a hole in it. Both of them. I think they had exhaust or something come up from them. I don't know. Anyways, back to work. We're looking at patches, not steps. All right, so what we're looking at today is patches. I just kind of want to, at the moment, I've dug them out. But as you can see, that rust only goes up to right here at the highest point. So we're going to go like a couple inches above that. There's no point in replacing all this up here if you don't have to. I mean, you know. So I got some mark here. I measured like 4 inches around this curve of the door here, just to get me an idea. Held up my patch, liked what I saw, so I did the same thing on the patch. And you can tell my carpenter side's coming out because it done did me a chalk line there, okay? You know, it's whatever. So we'll cut that down, set it on here as best we can, and we'll draw us a rough line. But I really wasn't planning on doing the outside first. But that's the, you know, that's the idea we got. Let me pull this out the back. All right, and here's the inner patch. These are a little rough because they've been in that box over there for a good while. But that's what she looks like. And I'm pretty sure we said yesterday we'd probably only do like, I don't know, we'll probably just do around in there or something because it was just at the very bottom of the door. Like I said, there's no point in using the whole thing if you don't have to. All right, so that's much better. So, obviously, all that is terrible. And, let's see here. Yeah, right here is the highest up rust area that this patch could cover. So I'm thinking like right along in here, you know, just go an inch or two above that. I'll try not to be right in that, being that way it'll be easier to sand down and get as smooth as I can. So we'll come out from it just a little bit to give us a little bit of wiggle room on trying to smooth it out and look good or whatever. And here's what we're working with. We chopped that up, threw it off. That's what's left of that. We got this, and if you didn't notice before, this outer edge it lips over the inner. So it does throw, if you do the inner first especially, it does throw off your alignment a little bit. It makes it kind of hard to know exactly where you need to get it, which I ain't no professional, so we're gonna be perfect either way. But so after the fact, you know, a little late, I tried trimming off that way I could get her as flat as possible. But then I got this flared up, and this is jacked up, and blah 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 blah. You know, I'm making excuses. But she ain't gonna fit up perfect, you know, especially with me trying to do it one-handed here. But we're gonna get her real close, and then we're gonna fill the gap, okay? Ooh, that actually sat down in there pretty good. Something like it right there. That actually does sit in there real good. But I will have to go along. I'll take my angle grinder along the inside of this, probably after I tack it in place on one side, just to make sure my fitment's just right. Because like I said, it is off by a little bit. All right, y'all. Well, I got her tacked in. She ain't fully welded. I'm gonna have to, tomorrow I'll have to go through with another couple rounds of tacks to get it complete. But she is in and she ain't going nowhere. I got a couple gaps to fill, okay? I told you things wasn't perfect. Whatever, we'll try to make up for it in the finishing up process. But all I did is hit it with a wire wheel at this point. I've not like ground it down smooth or none of that. So it looks pretty terrible. But you know, things usually look rougher. They usually look worse right before they start looking better. So you know, Daddy over there beating and banging on something. Messing up my video, Daddy. Chill out over there. Ain't no telling what he's working on. Anyways, here we go. I've welded about as long as I want to today before shutting down because I like to give it a little bit of time to make sure, ain't nothing on fire before I walk out of here, okay? So here's what we got. We ain't getting too close because I ain't getting fussed at, but there we go. She's all boogered up. Tack. It's got some gaps over here. Don't even look at that. Don't even look at that. We'll get it there, okay? But I promise you, the other one turned out pretty doggone good, and it looked this bad in the middle of the process. But I mean, look at her. You don't see no rust holes down there, though, do you? You see a gap, but that's only because, we gotta bring them together when I get the outer going. So, honestly, tomorrow I might go ahead and cut what I'm gonna cut off of that. Get that outer on and get it tacked in. That way I can tack it in pretty good. Flip this thing over. Finish tacking up on this. Flip it back over. Finish tacking. We might do that. But there she is. She ain't going nowhere. She's there. Got some gaps to fill. Like I said, screw it. We'll look at it. Look. Just a little quick look. Boogered up. It'll be all right, though. Because, I mean, look, right here. That door right there looked worse than this one, okay? Now just look at her. Just all nice and clean and smooth. We ain't open that up, though. She needs some hinges and something. Because that's she's a little tight. I try not to move that one since I stuck it back on there. That way I don't mess up anything. Oh, girl is dusty, man. But that was it for the day. All right, y'all, this is the next day. I was able to, I got out here just a little bit ago. I went through and did a bunch of grinding, cleaning it up. Went through, gave it another round of tacks, filling in as much as I could. She's on there. She ain't coming off, blah, 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 blah. I can still use a little bit of cleanup. And after that cleanup, it could probably use a couple more tacks. But this is pretty much what she's going to look like. I mean, we will be having to use a little bit of some body filler or some short strand fiberglass, whatever we choose at the time, to smooth it out just a little bit more. Of course, the welds and stuff, feather it out and everything. But she's on there. And obviously there ain't no rust holes down there now. So here's what she's looking like. Obviously you can see all my grinding marks and all that. There's what she's looking like. We have the inner fender on the door now. She ain't going nowhere, okay? So that is the inner door patch. I'm not going to show Bondo and all that in this video because next video I've got to do the outer lower patch. We'll do a couple patches on them other 1, 2, maybe 3 smaller spots. But then of course I got all them holes up the outside that some dummy thought it was smart to swap out 15 different kinds of mirrors on this thing throughout the years. But that's what we're looking like in the next video. Hopefully next video we can get all that done, get her bondoed, smoothed out, body filled, smoothed out, and get some primer on her. So that's the plan, next video. So thanks for watching. Hope you stuck around, I was gonna say, hope you learned something, but you ain't learning nothing from me. You're just watching me teach myself through trial and error. Basically what we're doing over here, okay? We don't know nothing, but we try everything. Whatever. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you ain't subscribed. If you are subscribed, hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Talk to your boy. What project you working on? Hit me up. We'll talk to y'all later. We'll see you.